how I feel about being on camera.
So we're just entering his basic data in here. So when we print out a report, it'll have it all on there. We can just put it right in the logbook. RPM and the clock angle of where it is at that given moment in time, so that it can relate where the imbalance is to the position of the prop. Then you can put the weight in the appropriate place.
Where the sensor is there.
That's the accelerometer. Okay, so our number one weight is going to be the number one hole position. Is not going to be the 12 o'clock one. It'll be down 30 degrees from there. That's the number one. So that's real important to remember. 3 blades, accept. Okay, we'll be ready. Okay.
Open window.
It's okay to unplug it, it'll remember stuff, but
graceful about getting into a Mooney. Okay. You ready for this?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Fuel pump on. Make sure full rich. There. And turn that off. Electric ignition on. Electronic ignition. Clear! We'll do one pump of this, it should fire right up. I'm going to turn the landing lights on and the rotating beacon. Safety first.
thing. And yet not way more than what we want. So
Do you have aluminum bolts?
not very many.
You have hollow aluminum bolts?
Not yet.
The robot or the table? Yeah.
So now the dance is to just find a weight that's appropriate. Yeah, configuration that's mechanically functional.
What is that, the flywheel?
Okay.
So there are some convenient holes evenly spaced around the flywheel that we can use for this. Otherwise, you put them on the spinner, the spinner back plate. Yeah, so we're looking for 3.9 grams here in a combination that we can.
For balance.
Well,
I think we were 0.02 with the old one.
that was pretty incredible. All right, we're shooting for 6.9, but this is good. The computer actually will give us a test. This is just a trial. So we put these out there and it sees how it reacts to that, and then it'll recalculate it. And after 2 or 3, then it'll zone in on it and it'll get real precise. And then if we want to get really smooth, like Eric likes to get, it might take a few more runs and a little more messing around.
Okay.
Over the course of 3 months. Once or twice a week.
Clock. Just so we can count. And counterclockwise and clockwise
We've always put them on backwards.
are viewed from the front. I've got it down now. It's not normal. Normal mechanic pilot thing, it's as viewed from the pilot seat.
So it's mechanic side.
If I want to say it that way.
Isn't that how it says it?
Okay, so on bolt 7, we're putting 3.9 grams on. And on bolt 6, that's the one I forgot. How much is the bolt 6?
What's that?
We're professionals here. Did you get that? How much was the other one?
7 point. Oh, I'll go find out.
Okay, and try it with the small nut as well.
There's a small nut.
We're shooting for 6.6.
You got 2 different nuts here?
No, not here, but it's in there.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was a lot of work to pull this plane over here.
6.8. So bolt 1, 2, 5, 6. Turn it. Let's turn it this way.
Well, which one's one?
The one just next after the blade.
Okay. And there's 12 of them? Or 10 of them?
Well,
So we got,
we'll start with
that's
the-
1, that's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
That's so brilliant white.
Yeah. The name of the paint of this white or beige or whatever it is not quite ghost white.
Oh, yeah.
That's the name of it. Not quite ghost white.
Yep.
I like that. That's a good paint name.
You get to name it yourself.
I'm not very clever. Somebody else comes up with it. It's clever.
It's clever. Yeah. That's a clever statement. So this is bolt 6, and the next one is bolt 7. That is 7. Okay, now we're ready to get more data.
Clear. little bit better.
Say.
We're at 0.08.
0.08.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. We can go more though.
The solution is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It wants the same amount of weight at the same bolts.
There's more weight at the same bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. You kind of have to ignore the first run and its solution. It's just throwing something out there to say, okay, how does it react? And then it sees how that reacts, and then it can refine from there. So.
Okay. So if we'll just adjust those particular weights to that amount.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah.
We have a little bit of thread left there, but we might be able to go to a bolt. So.
7 what? That's right here. 7.4.
Okay, so I'm doing the small one at bolt 7.
7.
Oh, that's nice.
Then
Okay.
you have done one of these, right? Oh, more running.
That's pretty lovely.
7.34.
Fine.
Okay.
It's gonna mess with us anyway.
Fine. It's not perfect, but yeah.
This double arrow here is one. Okay,
Okay.
accept that. And then there's the weight, their actual weight.
7.32. I'm going 3.2.
7.2. Okay.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Take the average. All right, and then we need 9.6.
So we're trying to use hardware that
6.
is proper enough that we can just leave it in place once we get our solution. What number are we looking for?
9.6. 7.
Yep. Are you happy with that, or do you want to mess around?
It's not quite perfect. Well, perfect-ish is what we're after.
I didn't do that.
I'll raise you a thick one. That's really close.
Okay. So
9.5 is kind of the same as 9.6.
okay, so tell it what we're doing. Put
Okay.
9.5.
Okay. Starting run 3.
Nice.
Clear the area.
Good.
All right.
Happy running.
All right. See you in a little bit. Going in.
Pretty good?
A lot better. It's reading all zeros. That means I don't know if we can adjust it anymore.
Oh.
Try to adjust it some more, but we could be here all day.
What do you think? Wow. That's very impressive. How does it feel? Perfect.
Loud.
Okay.
Finished?
Finished.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Success.
Yep.
Woo.
Next trip, Montana, in 3 days. Next trip could be in a few minutes.
Oh.
Pick you up.
Closing thoughts?
Should go fly. How's that for a closing thought?
With the best results I've ever seen in my short time doing this. 0.0, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And the machine's not broken, so.
It's not busted.
Here's
it
the result
works.
if you want to get this.
Yeah. Here's a plot. It started out actually really good, right there at 0.2 IPS.
Well, it wasn't
And then
quite
it went-
good.
Yeah, here's this kind of a scale.
Okay.
So often they're over, they're in this range here or worse. He started out already in the good, between fair and good range. And with our first solution, we dropped to 0.08, which is just above good, and then to 0, which is
Perfect.
somewhere around perfect.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
We'll check the ceilings real quick and then
You're gonna go fly?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
You want to go fly?
Well, yes. Also, I have a heights thing. But yes.
So do I.
That's all right. You won't get any higher than the seat in the airplane.
Yep.
That's true.
Just use the
Unless I
airplane
really
as your
push it
reference,
over.
and you'll be good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different. It's not like you're standing on the edge of a building.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's-
Because you're securely in your seat, have your seatbelt on.
Come on.
Hey, temperatures look good. And this area here has to stay clear, as
Okay.
it's the manual gear.
Alrighty.
Okay, here we go. Supposed to be careful not to push the throttle in too quickly with this prop, so it
Alright.
doesn't overspeed. Alright, airspeed's alive. A little bumpy out there. Rotate. Gear. And flaps.
Almost didn't notice us, leave the ground. Wow.
Go ahead, pulling the prop back to 2500. There's your house right there.
Oh my gosh.
See it?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I see it. See if I can punch in a little bit. Look at
Oh, wow.
that. Wow, look at this.
This is Rose Valley like you've never seen it. It'll be fun to, kind of cruise down in the valleys and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
nobody wants to take an eagle to the face.
Oh, no, definitely not. I've had an eagle try to screw with my drone before. It thinks it's a bird. They say if you fly straight up with the drone, then they leave you alone.
But this is so smooth, it's unreal.
Does it used to be pretty bumpy?
This used to shake like this
Oh my
with
goodness.
the old prop.
Oh wow. Just that whole box there at the end there.
Yep.
Wow.
Because the old prop was balanced really well,
Hmm.
just like what we just did to this propeller.
Okay.
But the aluminum props don't absorb the vibrations as well.
Okay.
Your dad will probably appreciate that, huh?
Yeah. We actually got quite the little logging industry going on down there, don't we?
Yep.
Wow. That's quite the shot of the Columbia right there.
We're descending to pattern altitude.
It's a Rainier Bridge, yeah?
Air 62 on a 45 for left downwind 30 Kelso. Okay, I'm gonna switch tanks. Fuel pumps on. Fuel off here. Kelso traffic money in and left downwind.
Moving southbound, making a final pulse.
Slow it down a little bit more.
Traffic system 531, fly now, question base, now 33, inbound for 10-4.
Gear locked. We're gonna make the runway, so full flaps. Kelso traffic money on final 30 full stop Kelso.
Traffic system 531, fly now, runway 33, 10-4.
What's nice about this prop, you don't have to babysit the RPMs.
Wow. Pretty good.
Bump off.
In conclusion, I love this propeller. Much better center of gravity. It trims out easier. Way better ground clearance. Smoother. Climbs faster.
Is there anything you're looking on it doing differently when you go to Montana?
Dial in the cruise speed. We'll see how fast it really goes. I don't think it's going to get any faster. I think it's just going to be less fatigue on the long flights.